Welcome back to the program. Before the break, we'll have a very interesting conversation about the artificial intelligence. If you're just joining us, with me, Kevin J. Wambura and Sir Eddy Kisa, who are the founders of Crypto Alliance Lifestyle. Now, gentlemen, now I want us to delve into another discussion, and that's about e-commerce. And Sir Kisa, I know you are quite enthusiastic about e-commerce. Now, when you speak to an average youth here in the country about e-commerce, they basically tell you about opening a Facebook page to advertise their products there, and that's it. Or maybe forming a subgroup where they'll be sending updates about the product, and that's it. Tell us in detail, maybe, about e-commerce.
So when you talk about e-commerce in an easier way which anyone can understand, e-commerce is just buying and selling things via internet. Buying and selling things via internet. That already is e-commerce. But e-commerce has been estimated to be a multi-billion industry. When you check now the planet is a multi-billion industry. When you check on the key people on the planet now, the top billionaires, out of 10, 7 of them have invested heavily into e-commerce. And now also e-commerce, another field that we need to check in it keenly, because it's a field whereby it does not require a lot of skills, but it requires also guidance. Because when you check in Kenya, there are companies, international companies, DHL and G4S, these are international companies, but you check they are doing what we call the logical view of buying and selling of products, where I, the buyer, can buy something in China, and they do for me the tracking from China up to here. These some of the companies which are building trust when it comes to e-commerce. E-commerce is rising so much in Kenya. The other few years ago, we only had Jumia. Now we have Masoko by Safaricom. We have Kilimall also coming up. These are some of the companies embracing technology, e-commerce, buying and selling of things. But apart from that one now, we can see a lot of Kenya, they are running it on small scales, where people now are depending so much on Facebook pages and groups. People are depending so much on WhatsApp groups, and people are making good money. There's a lady I came across in Mombasa some few weeks ago. She's a young lady. At the age of 21, she's selling her products on Instagram. At the age of 21, selling things on Instagram, she's already in university. She's taking care of her school fees. She's taking care of her siblings. And she's just young. She's selling shoes using Instagram. So there's much to be learned about e-commerce. There's much to be impressed about e-commerce. And these are some of things also. This is a field also we're empowering our people upon it. Because with e-commerce, all you require, internet. Did you know that with less than internet of 1 GB, that is less than 100 Kenya shillings, if you can impress technology, you can be going home with more than 3,000 to 5,000 every single day.
1 GB data.
1 GB data for a day. People don't know that. You don't need to spend time on airtime. You don't need to spend time on SMSs. As long as you have WhatsApp, you can SMS, you can call, you can do video chat. What else do you need?
So basically,
yes.
Assuming I'm a small-time trader.
Small-time trader.
I'm selling maybe socks and t-shirts.
Yes.
I want to promote my product
through
the internet. I want to enroll in e-commerce. I have a smartphone. What else do I need?
The next thing you require to need is to understand your customers, the niche. In this online platform, where are your customers from? Where can you get your customers? Then after you know how you are going to get your customer, you need also to understand two specific things. How can your product reach the customer? And how will the money from the customer reach you? The moment you are done, business done. The moment you understand that, everything is complete. That is the art of e-commerce. Buying and selling things via internet.
You make it sound so simple. Is
it that simple? It is. Because this one just requires understanding. Also, when you check also in e-commerce, there's a field that also I like working online. So I feel that now also require people also to increase it, working online. We have a lot of companies, they have services, they have products. These companies, they are looking for the middlemen. People can connect the product to the customer, become the middleman. The same way you have companies, Kenya, processing companies. They make what they make. Then they have the shopkeepers. They have people with the hotels. They are the middlemen connecting the mother company with the customers. So also, a lot of companies online, they are looking for people who can connect them with the customers. It's another field that is paying so well. and that field really turning around life. And also, the best thing now is technology. You know, when you come close to technology, when you check it closely, you see, discover that these things are related. Because also without internet, digital revolution cannot take place.
Exactly.
They are related in a given way. Same way now also we need to impress in the world of work. When you check in America today, 53 million people work online. 53 million people. They work online part-time or full-time. When you come to Kenya today in Kenya we have over 40,000 Kenyans who are working online, going home with not less than $500 every single month. That is like 50,000 every single month. And these people, they know something about technology. In online today, there are 39 proven things you can do and generate income. 39 you can do and generate
Before we
income.
speak about some of the 39 things you can do.
Yes.
Back in the country here, when we spoke to a young person, we in a university about working online, the opportunities that were available then were about academic writing.
Yes.
That is so interesting. That was the opportunity that was there then, at least for me when I was in campus. That was the opportunity that was. When someone tell you I'm working online, it's like, what do you do? Academic writing, each orders are right for people. But you're telling me that out of 39
things can do online. And if you want to understand this thing, like in Kenya, I think like 1.5 years ago, there's a platform known as ajira.co.ke. It is by the government. The Ajira Digital came up to empower people with technology, to empower people about working online. But the problem is that our people don't read. They say that anything you want to hide from a black man, place it in a book. We don't.
For example, let me track you.
Yes.
How many friends do you have on Facebook?
Close to 2,000.
Do you have friends from Europe and China and the other country, Asian country?
Even Kazakhstan.
Now, why can't you now starting marketing Mount Meru on your Facebook? Market it in 1 month, 2 months. Now you'll find some people from China, Germany. They will start asking you, how can we come when they know? Then when they come, you take them to the tour company. The tour company can give you 10% discount. Then you get your money. If they pay $6,000, what is 10% of $6,000? 600. That is yours. They take care of the guest. You remain with the cash. They take them around the Mount Meru. You know, that is how you attract people to come. That is online tourism. You don't even need to have an office because it is social thing. You have a friend last 2 years, 2015.
Yes.
I brought 2 gentlemen from Tallinn, Estonia, through Facebook. They want to visit Mount Ordonyerengai in my country, the volcanic mountain. And I brought them, I give them to this antelope company. It is an antelope tour company. They give me 15%. 15% of,
a huge discount.
Oh, my brother, that was almost like $1,700. I didn't take care of them. They take care of everything. For me, I remain with $1,700.
If you're watching, you don't have a job, start business, it has granted you an opportunity to make money instantly.
Yes.
Sakisa.
Yes.
Now, with technology, people are sometimes have to develop some cold feet.
Yeah.
When you mention technology, why is it?
Because it is a new field. It's a new field. And being a new field, people take it with a lot of caution. But this caution comes in. That's one point for me about technology. Skills. People don't want to find more about this field. People don't want to get time about this field. And you know something like Facebook, no one teaches you to upload a photo. No one teaches you to comment. No one teaches you to like a post. No one. But now, when you are doing it for generating income, people now want to be taught everything step by step. But these are things you do in practice. You fail until you succeed. But the education system has taught us one thing that is not right. Failing is wrong.
It condemns failure.
So everyone wants to get everything right from step one, which cannot happen. It can't. So these are the things for you to learn step by step. Then when also coming to working online, you must also look for a field that you have passion, something that you're connected with it. If you're a photographer, think of a way, how can I sell my photos online? If you like cooking, think of a way, how can I connect with Jumia? They have this platform for delivering food. How can I connect with them? with something unique that I have. In everything, you must get a niche that you love, then find the uniqueness in it. Then what you do next, perfect it. There's someone who say that when you see a problem somewhere, problem with people, check out and give them a solution. The moment you provide a solution, you not have enough in your pocket. And for you to have enough in your pocket, you must be willing to empty your pocket to fill your mind.
Yeah.
You must be willing to fill your mind. You see, in Africa,
So you must be willing to empty your pockets to fill your mind.
Yeah. Yes.
That's quite deep.
When your mind is filled, your pocket will never run empty.
Wow.
It will never run empty. Because you see, in Africa, we're so much addicted on selfies and chatting. We're so much addicted with people liking our post. We're so much addicted with people commenting on our post.
In fact, if you walk down the street, you will not go more than 100 meters before you see people posting for selfies.
Yes, we're addicted on that. But go to Asia. Asia, people are addicted in online gaming. Simple stuff, online gaming. And they're making millions. They're making millions. There's a youngster in Asia known as Vandal. The youngster, every day he goes home not less than with $2 million every single day. Gaming.
24 hours.
Gaming. For them is gaming. They do it for the money. But what happened in Africa? With over 330 million people who can access internet, so few can access about this type of working online. And because also now people, again, when you have a big opportunity to tell them, come and see. Instead of them coming and seeing what you are giving them, the first thing they ask you, what is it there for me?
Yeah.
Before you go to that,
Yes.
I want to address something about the cost of internet in Africa. Because for one to work online, the key component to it is data. And data, unfortunately, in Africa is still buying. And it's said that it's still quite expensive compared to the other continents. So are we coming to a scenario where we're seeing the cost of data going down with time?
Yes, for me I can see that because of that is going down. Because now when you compare now, there are more companies giving up this service. So the moment a service is given out by more companies, also the amount being invested in it or the amount spent into getting the service always lowers. So for me now, I think data can be accessed because with 5 shillings in Kenya you can access internet. 10 bob you can access internet. Yes.
Let me add something there. There's nothing expensive. It is personal. I can't afford it. Me, I can't afford it. You can't afford it. You can't. But nothing expensive. Others they can afford, depending with the desire. If you have a strong desire for you to become someone through the internet or through the technology, there's nothing expensive. Me, I started using this internet marketing 2010. I even remember my first mentor, John Berg. That was my first person to connect on Facebook, and we started selling pictures. But for me, it didn't sound expensive for what I was seeing from the project we are having. So I could even sell anything that I have, my watch, my shoes, for me to get that money to buy data. You understand? Because I see after 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, there's a value on it. You take any risk for you to get the data. It's only 124 hours with this Safaricom.
Yes.
24 hours, 100 shilling. You get 1 giga.
1 GB.
1 GB. You understand? That's enough. Yeah.
That is like they're doing it 24 hours with 100 bob. Just like 25 divided by 100 shillings. That is like 5 bob per hour. That is very cheap.
Now, as we come to a close of this,
yes.
I understand you have an event next week. That is the 20.
Yes.
Basically, tell us a brief about the event.
So with this event, we have a very big event here in Kenya. The event is for Kenyans. This event now we want to share with you. We have shared with you different segments of technology. Now we want just to show you how you can utilize it. Because when you talk with e-commerce, not everyone can achieve to get the products. When you we talk about working online, no one is able to connect with the customers. Some are not able to connect with the customers. When we talk about online, some are also not able to do communication with their customers. So we have a platform that is ready made. It has everything. The only need you require is just to come and plug in. Then we show you what to do. For me, I've been in e-commerce for the last 5 years, from the age of 24 years up to now the age of 28. And this span of time, my life is quite different. For you to understand how different is it, we'll give you our links for Facebook. You go there and check for yourself.
You can see even from the suit. It's quite different.
Thank you.
It speaks volume.
Yes. So on Monday we have a very, very, very big event here in Kenya. It's one of the events that we are running in Africa. We have been in over 40 countries. 40 countries. Sharing the idea that we want to share with you on Monday.
That's a big success.
And the idea is being impressed. It's being impressed well in Africa. And when came across my brothers here, I told them, no, you don't need to move any further. I want you in Kenya. Why? Because in Africa we have the fastest internet. In Africa,
So if I
we have
want
the
to
fastest
attend the
internet.
event, where do I get the tickets maybe, or how do I come?
So if you want to attend the event, there's that Facebook page, the one that you are going to give you there at the top.
The Crypto Alliance.
The Crypto Alliance Lifestyle. There is where we are going to give it. We are going to give you the location and everything there. Yes, the session will begin at exactly 1 p.m. 1 p.m. This is one of the lifetime moments you don't need to miss at all.
All Saints Cathedral.
Yes, at All Saints Cathedral.
Okay.
Yes.
Kevin Wamura and Sir Eric Chisa, thank you so much for creating time to speak to us on Business Tuesday.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, on that note, we've come to the end of this week's edition of Business Tuesday. Please remember to make sure to plan and attend this event if it will be available in the city. Until we meet again next week on Tuesday for the same program. It's bye-bye for now, and thanks for watching. My name is Eddy Nyadwa.